Two of the notable changes proposed are to expand the time frame that outreach services have to reach an area before it's established as a camp, and also to make it unlawful to store personal items on public alleys, sidewalks, and streets unless permitted. A pitch that one council member calls unnecessary and disturbing. In the past 4 years, Metro Council has passed laws to protect Louisville's homeless population, especially in strengthening rules about the breakup of camps. Council President David James says finding housing for the city's most vulnerable is the #1 goal.
But we also have to recognize that we have citizens that are being heavily impacted by this situation.
A situation, he says, is stopping families from using some public spaces.
Because parks are filled with syringes and feces and trash from campsites, and their children cannot play in our parks because they're no longer safe.
Ordinance co-sponsor Nicole George represents parts of South Louisville. She says this proposal is not targeting the homeless, but would increase access to shared spaces.
I saw a barbecue the other day on Breckenridge completely blocking the public right-of-way.
Advocates for Louisville's most vulnerable disagree, showing up in numbers before the Parks Committee meeting.
This proposed ordinance continues to strip away trust and promotes fear.
Among the critics is Councilmember Bill Hollander, especially against the quick removal of personal items from a sidewalk.
Immediately confiscating and imposing fines when any belongings are left on public property is a misguided, unworkable, and ineffective crackdown on homelessness.
He called the language unnecessary, citing a state law that LMPD can enforce if people are blocking a sidewalk.
Now, if they won't do their jobs, then we need to do something about the police department. We give them over $200 million a year.
Opponents noted who was not involved in the discussion, including the Coalition of the Homeless.
I was not engaged to be a part of this ordinance by the co-sponsors or by the administration, and these are not recommendations that I would put forth as the council person who represents the district with the most encampments.
As the discussion continues, Councilmember George says she wants more voices involved, especially from neighbors who live close to camps. There was no vote today. The next time the Parks Committee meets is on October 6th. President James says that they hope LMPD's chief will be in attendance. With photojournalist Jonathan McEmber, Conroy Deluche, WDRB News.